Hi, my name is Perry. I'm a child life volunteer, and today we're going to be playing a game called Can You Draw What I'm Describing? It's kind of a boring name, but it's self-explanatory. So I'm going to have a couple of drawings, and I'm going to describe how you can draw them using shapes and lines and other kind of descriptive words. And you're going to see if you can successfully draw what I'm describing when I reveal what the drawings are at the very end. So yeah, let's just jump into it with the first drawing. So for this first drawing, all you're going to need is a pen or a pencil and some sort of paper to write on. You're going to hold your paper in the vertical, way, and I'm going to start with the descriptions. So for the first thing, you're going to want to draw a giant square in the middle of the piece of paper. You can pause the video right now if you want to draw the square, and I invite you to pause the video after every single one of my descriptions. So just to restate, you're going to draw a square in the middle of the paper. On top of that square, you're going to draw a triangle. You're going to draw a triangle on top of that square. Now that you have the square and the triangle, on one side of the triangle, you're going to draw a rectangle sticking out of the triangle. So I'll let you have a little bit of time to do that. So now you've got your square, your triangle, and your rectangle on top of your triangle. Now, within that big square that you drew at the very beginning, you're going to draw two squares in different spots. So it's in the top left of the square that you just drew. You're going to draw a little square. And then on the top right of the square that you drew, you're going to draw another little square. And then finally, at the very bottom of the square, you're going to draw a rectangle sticking up from the middle, a little bit of a rectangle up from the middle, and on the right side of that rectangle, in the middle again, you're going to draw a little circle, and you're going to fill that circle in. I'm going to reveal what the drawing was, and you can see how close you were to it.
So this was the first drawing. It was just a little tiny house. I hope you were able to draw it successfully. We're going to be moving on to the second drawing game. This one's a little bit harder, but I believe in you. You can get it.
I invite you to grab a new piece of paper. You're going to hold it again in the vertical sort of manner. And we'll just jump right into the descriptions. So to start off with, in the center of your paper, you're going to draw an oval lengthwise. So a kind of long oval. Not too long, but a little bit long, sort of oval. And then just, at 2 points in that oval, I want you to draw two stripes, two thick black stripes, or whatever color you're using going across the oval. Now, at the very bottom of the oval that you just drew, I want you to draw a little tiny triangle sticking out of the bottom of the oval. Just a little tiny triangle. Now, this next step, you're going to do it on both the right and left side of the oval. So go to the top of the oval and go a little bit down on one side, and I want you to draw almost like another little oval sticking out of that oval. So just an oval kind of looking like that. You see, like maybe part of an oval sticking out of it. And then a little bit below that oval, you're going to draw another oval going kind of going down, pointing down this time. So you're going to have one oval pointing up and one oval pointing down. And I want you to draw both of those on both sides of the big oval in the center that you originally drew. So just to recap, you're going to have the big oval in the center with two stripes in the middle. You're going to have a triangle at the bottom, and then you're going to have two ovals sticking out of each side of the big oval. Now on top of that center oval that you drew originally, I want you to draw a big old circle. And off the big circle on the very top, I want you to draw a little bit of a line that goes off into a little spiral. Just a little tiny spiral, doesn't need to be that big, but just a little line that goes off, just kind of like that. And you're going to draw one, you're going to draw two facing opposite directions on the top of the circle. And now that you've drawn those little tiny lines like that, you're going to go into that circle that you drew, and I want you to put two dots, and then a little smiley face right below the dots to round it up with a little smile. And that's going to be our second drawing, and I will reveal that now.
This was our second drawing, just a little bumblebee with the little stinger at the very end and the stripes in the middle. This one was really fun. I hope you guys got this one, and we're going to be moving on to the third and final drawing now.
So for our third drawing, you're going to grab a piece of paper, you're going to hold it vertically once again, and we're just going to start off with the descriptions. So in the middle of the paper, I want you to draw a semicircle. Just, a little half circle, half of a circle. Now on the left side of the flat part of your half circle, I want you to draw another tinier little semicircle coming off of it. And now kind of at the line where that little semicircle meets the bigger semicircle, I want you to draw a little tiny black dot, filled in. Now on the outside of those semicircles on the left side, I want you to draw two little triangles kind of peeking out of them, kind of in this little shape, two little triangles. At the very bottom of the semicircle, you're going to be doing this twice, but I'm going to explain it for one of them. You're going to draw a line sticking down with three little prongs at the very bottom. So a line sticking down with three little prongs. And then you're going to do that again right next to that. And once again, this is at the bottom of the semicircle, the bigger semicircle that you drew. And at the very end of that semicircle on the right side, there shouldn't really be anything there. I want you to draw a little tiny triangle sticking out of that. And that will conclude our third drawing, which I will reveal to you now.
This was our third and final drawing. It's just this little tiny bird right here. It was fitting because I was up in the tree describing it. Got the little legs and the little beak. You might have a line here, but that's okay because it was hard to describe drawing it without the line. But yeah, I hope you got this one. I hope you had fun with all of them, and I'll be wrapping up the video now.
So I hope you had fun playing that game, going on a little adventure with me. That was a production by Child Life TV with Child Life volunteers. My name was Perry. I hope you had a nice time, and I hope you have a great holiday season and just a great day. Thank you.